Young inside. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
Many scouts felt Trae Young would convert shots inside at the NBA level. And that's where he's a complete threat.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
From 13, and again, it's Atlanta.
He's hot this quarter, getting the shots he wants, and he's delivering.
Here's Mr. Perfect. Cranes the three-pointer. 18 points for him.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
And it's helped them build an early lead. They just need to stay aggressive.
It's deflected.
Already set the Summer League record for blocks in his first game. Holmgren, one of the best young shot blockers in the league.
Good on the triple. And that's 21 points for Mr. Perfect.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
You know, Smitty, last year, the Hawks' top 4 leading scorers were all 24 or younger. That is amazing.
It is, Kevin, and at the top of that list is Trae Young. He's a player Atlanta can build around. It's a matter of finding the pieces to put around Young to complement his game.
Here's Mr. Perfect following the basket by Trae Young.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
The Hawks trail by 16. There's 57 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Murray for 3. Thunder with the rebound. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
Yeah, proficiency from range, away from home, much easier said than done. They played a terrific ball game.
Yeah, and you could see the crowd's reaction with every make. It wasn't pretty.
And here's Young after the three-pointer from Mr. Perfect. Capella sets a screen for Young. And the dunk by Capella.
Wanting to keep improving as a distributor, Young knows it's his role to move the rock.
Here's Mr. Perfect. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
And so it's Young who brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks, fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
Yeah, and in that game, you see how they built out this roster, acquiring role players who can step up when needed.
And a strong bench gives you the flexibility to bring someone in and exploit a certain matchup.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score. Your Hawks 10, the Thunder 6. Shooting for Oklahoma City.
You got this, MP.
Watch out.
A unique type of player, Chet with great length and skill, but the keys to reaching his potential will be durability and improving his strength.
Taking a look at the Thunder, they've got Wiggins. Josh Giddey is out there with Mr. Perfect. Then there's Holmgren. And it's Robinson Earl in at the 4. Here's Young off the left rim and out. Hey, Greg, Holmgren is thin, but as we both know, he's very tough.
He's aggressive and willing to take contact at both ends. He's also strong mentally. Can't wait to see what the future holds for this young man.
Kaminsky sets the pick for Young. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
And this is Young's game. He's a shooter and someone that looks to score often.
And Mr. Perfect gets it to go.
Down the stretch, this is when they need him the most, and he is delivering.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Bangs home the trifecta. Mr. Perfect's got 39.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Yeah, the defense has allowed him to get into a rhythm from
Oklahoma City pass. His first. At the line for Atlanta.
range for him. A great passer and shooter in his own right. Young can take over a game any given night.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu, and it's John Collins in for Kaminsky. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Okashevsky's checked in for Jeremiah Robinson-Earl. Rondo looking over the floor. Here's Griffin. The Hawks again can't hit.
Empty possession, and you don't want to miss these easy looks.
Here's Mr. Perfect. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. 45 points for Mr. Perfect.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Young drives in, and easy 2 points on the layup.
Nothing better than a hustle play like that. It gets the whole team amped up, sets the example for everyone.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
And putting that pressure on the rim, that's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
Dominating when it matters most. Give him the ball and get out of the way.
And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Young's got 9 points now in the quarter. Here's Mr. Perfect. It could go. Hits it again. Wow. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
And so it's Oklahoma City with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. The three-point shooting has come fast and...
And as we welcome you to halftime, no other way to say it.
And one of the main reasons they're down right now is because of their rebounding problems. They're getting outworked, outclassed,
And let's take a moment to shift gears, check out the upcoming schedule.
And looking at their schedule, a lot of road games coming up. This is a team that performs well away from home. They like the challenge of winning in other arenas. They feel like they can go toe-to-toe with any team, any setting.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. We're seeing a tremendous game from Mr. Perfect.
Yeah, and the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
He's been vital to spacing the floor for them. Makes everything else you want to do easier to accomplish.
The guard pair, the talented Young and Murray. Front court spots filled by Hunter and Collins. And it's Capella in at center. They're the group for Nate McMillan starting the second half. Young, no good.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Well, if there's one thing, Greg, that defines a modern NBA big man, it is mobility.
And they've got to be able to move their feet and really play in space. Otherwise, they just can't stay on the floor in today's game.
This is the power Capella plays with. He doesn't mess around this close to the rim.
Yet another bucket. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
He kicks it to Murray. Capella with a screen on Giddey. Lob pass to Capella. Holmgren with the steal. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, some people call John Collins John the Baptist for how he dunks over defenders. He says, the game is slowing down for me. I'm able to see my spots. I want to continue to build on that and be looked at as a pillar, a guy that can be counted upon. Kevin, it seems he's hungry for more. Back to you.
He's a big-time dunker, that's for sure, looking to reach his full potential. David, thanks.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
You know, one thing, Greg, the Thunder have done a great job drafting international players.
Players like Serge Ibaka, Steven Adams in the past, a few good ones on the...
And again for 3.
And guys, this is a historic shooting night for him. Tied for 3rd now, most threes in a game.
The points, GA, just keep piling up, and the threes keep dropping in. He is red hot from beyond the arc.
Mano y mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
Sometimes it's a matter of pride, answering back with a 3 of his own.
With the teardrop, and Holmgren pulls it down. And here are the Thunder now. They're on an 18-5 run here. Good! Another from 3.
And what a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keeps knocking them down from deep.
Greg, he has just exploded from beyond the arc. That last make tying him for 2nd in most threes in a game. Well, Thunder have gotten nearly everything to drop this quarter. They're 7 of 8 from the floor since halftime. Fires the 3, and again for 3.
There it is, a shot that puts him at the top of the record books.
Well, Greg is now tied for the mark for most threes in a single game. In one word, amazing. Collins passes to Young. Back to Collins, and finished off by Collins.
At Collins' size, it's impressive just how active he is, leading by example.
Here's Mr. Perfect. Good, he hits again.
And that ties him for 3rd all-time scoring for a single game. What an incredible performance.
Absolutely, a game not to...
Points, the mark that Wilt Chamberlain had over 5 decades ago. Kobe Bryant's 81 is up next, but he is already in the most elite of company.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Kaminsky, he's checked in for Clint Capella. Okongwu comes in for John Collins. Johnson, he's checked in for Hunter. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Young.
I like this about Murray. He wants to challenge inside, inviting the defense to collapse on him.
Here's Mr. Perfect. And yep, another basket.
And incredible. Never thought we'd see another player score this much.
I mean, it feels surreal, doesn't it? That score puts him tied for the 2nd most points in an NBA game. What a historic night.
When Kobe did what he did back in 06, I never thought we'd see something like that again. But tonight has been an absolute legendary performance. I'm still in shock that we've seen 81.
Connects again.
And that score moves him up in the record books yet again.
He now stands, Greg, alone for 2nd place for points. What an unbelievable night.
And with 81 in the rearview mirror, he only has the great Wilt Chamberlain and his 100 mark left, a record nobody thought.
Team play.
So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win.
That's the end of the game. As always, thank you to everyone who came out tonight. Your support is appreciated. Please make sure you get home safe.
Unbelievable game, MP. Let's go. Your tail off out there.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you. That trade rumor really lit a fire into you, huh?
Man, all I keep thinking about is being better than Shep. I mean, I am literally obsessed right now.
This team still wants to trade you after this run you're on? I'll resign. No cap. I'm.
It's time for you to plead your case. Now, I don't want you to take any questions when you're in there.
Whoa, no questions.
No. Talk about why you've proven that you belong here. All right? You'll never have a better chance than now. Support for this trade on social is dipped below 10%.
So you want to strike while the iron's hot?
Exactly. Speak from the heart. And then
Make
leave.
it sound so easy, though.
It will be. You've got this, MP. It's you.
What's going on, everybody? I figured we'd do this thing a little bit different this time. So we're gonna hold the questions, and I'm gonna just talk to y'all for a little bit.
There he is, boys. Face of the franchise.
Appreciate you guys. Thank you.
How you feeling? You
I
have
feel
any
good.
questions before you go on?
Nah, no questions. I feel really good. Stand seems super cool. I'm ready for it.
Interesting.
What? What's up?
Looks like a fella is out.
Stop playing.
He just tweeted that.
Hold
He's
on.
out.
Let me.
No.
Give me your phone. Give me your phone. Give me a sec. Give me a second.
All right, welcome back, everybody. We are joined by the hottest story in the NBA.
No, well, hold on. At the end of the day, this city is my home. These are my people. This is my team, and this is where I want to finish my career. All right?
MP, you know and the world know I'm one of.
You know, being a leader isn't just about.
And speaking of killer instinct, the reason we originally asked you on the show was to talk about the legendary press conference you just gave. Can you tell us a little bit about that? How you
Yo, I'm the kind of guy that doesn't usually like to put myself in.
You certainly did, and now you'll be leading the city into the future as the
So, Freddie, what do you think? I mean, it's not bad, huh?
It's really impressive. The space. Now, I want you to know how sorry we all are as an organization for the way.
Hey, you guys have been really doing your thing on the PR strategy, so I'm all ears. Talk to me.
Cool. Well, now that that is settled, can we please put the piece on the map?
Mm-hmm.
Right now?
Yeah.
Freddie's.
More than a few games into the year. How much do we know about this year's rookie class, Grant?
Well, it's still early. We have to remember we might be a half year into a decade-plus career for some of these guys. So I think it's best to reserve judgment for now. An NBA career is a marathon.
A look at the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Baisley down low with Holmgren. Then it's Josh Giddey, and it's Mr. Perfect in at the point. MP certainly has evolved into the undisputed leader of this team. He's practically another coach for them out there on the floor.
I mean, it speaks volumes about the trust he's built with this squad and the example he's setting in practice, too. I mean, he's earned the respect of every man out there.
And they can breathe a little easier on their fourth shot. They finally hit the target.
Here's Mr. Perfect. Offline with a three. The Grizzlies have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Down low. Here's Morant. That's good. His first made shot in 3 attempts.
Working through the lane, Morant, he's got such a great change of speed to keep the timeout.
Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far.
Yeah, and we hear this a lot about the Grizzlies, but it bears repeating. There's probably no team in the NBA that has more reason for optimism than Memphis.
Now here's Morant, coming in off 21 points in his last outing. Adams up top. Brooks, the pass to Adams. The rebound by Wiggins. You know, I think about all the optimism surrounding the Grizzlies. The rest of the NBA has been put on notice.
Yeah, BA, and they should be. This team should be a contender for years to come. If the front office makes the right moves, which they have in the last few years, they could be hanging up some banners very soon.
Now here's Brooks, making a mark on the offensive end, scoring around 13 a game. Shoots from 12. Outside Bain, pass to Jackson. Inside, here's Morant. Lays it up and banks it in.
The team-first mindset of Jackson, willing to get the ball to his open guys.
Here's Mr. Perfect. And again, Oklahoma City with a triple.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
Outside Morant. Pass to Bain. Jackson for three. The shot comes out. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. They traveled to Memphis last time they faced the Grizzlies. Came away with a win.
In their last game against this opponent, they secured the win because their second unit really stepped up.
Yeah, the reserves added another dimension to their offense, and the opposition had no answers on how to slow them down.
Here's Adams, following the bucket by the Thunder. Here's Morant, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Morant's got 6.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high-quality shooting.
Mr. Perfect gets the bucket.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
And then Morant with the dunk.
So creative with the ball in his hands. Morant is adept at creating offenses for himself.
In 2013, Steven Adams was selected 12th overall by OKC, the first rounder born in New Zealand.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, Adams is blazing a new trail. An example for kids in his home island of New Zealand. You, too, can become an NBA player.
Now here's Morant. Give him 8 points now. And there's the rejection. Here's Mr. Perfect. Oh, the Thunder, another 3. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for the Thunder. Now Morant, a dangerous offensive player. His scoring average stands at almost 30 a game. Adams with a screen on Wiggins. Brooks finds Adams. 6 on the shot clock. From deep, Bain. The Thunder pull it in. They want to keep rolling here, following a win against Atlanta.
And guys, those road games are never easy. But they had a solid strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, despite the challenges of being away from home, they were able to execute cleanly and look really fresh out there.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Morant, the pass to Adams. Now Jackson. Outside Morant. Adams a screen. Good, and the setup by Morant.
And it's so difficult to defend Morant in a pick and roll because not only can he get his own, but he can also create passing angles in very tight spaces.
Here's Mr. Perfect. Oh, and the buzzer beater is good!
The Grizzlies 12, the Thunder 29. Please give a big round of applause for your Gggggg. Substitution on the court at the line for the Thunder.
Going out there, don't let him.
Shooting 1.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
You have to be disciplined, and most importantly, you just cannot take a play off and allow a great player to get going. I love it. In attack mode, drawing foul calls this quarter and getting to the free throw line.
Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Desmond Bain is out there with Dylan Brooks. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Hi, guys. Well, Mr. Perfect in their last time out against the Hawks was simply terrific. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and it was his highest point total of the season. His stat line was unreal. Impossible to repeat? I don't know. Coming off of that performance, you tell me. Guys?
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
Outside Bain. Pass to Adams. To the middle. Outside Bain. To end the run. Boom! He jams it straight down.
I think we can say that shot is well within his range.
Yeah, let's hope so. Here's Mr. Perfect. Oh, the Thunder, another three.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Brooks outside. Jackson with a screen on Giddey. And
Oklahoma City's foul. Darius Bazley for his personal foul.
Three positions on the floor and scores it really well. But most importantly, he's out there for his defensive effort and intensity. He is a versatile player that any team would love to have.
Wiggins, he's checked in for Jang. Mr. Perfect gets the bucket.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Here's Brooks. The 9-footer's on the mark.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet. And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Yeah, you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
Here's Mr. Perfect, coming off an unbelievable high-scoring game. Up in time. Connects again from distance. Woo, you can tell he's feeling it right now.
BA, he's on fire.
And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder with a commanding lead to end the quarter. 20.
Not a close first half. And circling back to the game at hand, guys, that does it for halftime.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. The Thunder shooting has been ridiculous, 75% in this game. And on the floor for Mark Dagnall starting the second half. Bazley down low with Holmgren. Then it's Josh Giddey, and it... Mr. Perfect in at the point.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Morant with it. Brooks outside. The three. Can't get it to drop.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
From behind the arc. And again.
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. Outside Morant. Puts it up from 12. The 3-ball. The Thunder pull it in.
That's not how you want to come out of the break. 3 straight misses. They need to settle in quick.
Here's Mr. Perfect. Oh, the Thunder, another 3.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Outside Bain. Pass to Brooks. Jackson outside. 5 on the clock. And here's Morant outside. And it's Morant again missing.
Bad offense to begin the second half. 4 misses right off the bat.
Here's Mr. Perfect. Off the mark there with a 3.
Only their first miss in 4 attempts. It's been a great start to the half.
Here's Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Okay, I see you, John, flexing a little bit of muscle, showing off that athletic ability. Okay.
Here's the 3. Gets the 3 ball to go.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Jackson right side. Back to Brooks. Jackson the screen. From 13. From downtown. And it's Giddey with a rebound. Here's Oklahoma City now. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. Here's Mr. Perfect. Good! Another from 3. Man, he's really launching them from outside the arc.
Man, so locked in, feeling confident in his three-point shot tonight.
Pass to Adams. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Adams has got 6.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
And yes, another basket. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
Now here's Morant. He's closely guarded. Morant with the slam!
And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Once again, an explosive highlight on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
Every night, John Morant has a hard job to do. He draws the opponent's toughest defender in each game they play. That's how talented of a scorer he is.
He's been a steady presence for them. Nice to have that kind of safety net at the offensive end.
Now here's Adams, tightly guarded. Here's Brooks, back to Adams. Outside Morant. And he got the whistle on the way up.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for Memphis, John Morant. At the line for 2.
Shoot.
So it's the Thunder taking care of business in this one.
Thank you all for coming out and sharing your support. Please make sure to drive home safely and come back soon.
Okay,
lay it out.
I'll be gone. Yeah.
Do you want to say? Not the most friendliest guy, huh?
A little cold, but he's...